now let's make a slip knot. So I'm gonna take my yarn and measure down like 10 or 12 inches or so. I'm just eyeballing it at this point. And then I'm gonna take my yarn at the 10 or 12 inch mark, and I'm gonna bring it over to the other side of the yarn like this, and make a little loop-de-loop on my yarn. All right, so let's do that again. Here we go. Grab one side of your yarn and bring it over to the other side, and you've got yourself a little loop. So now I'm gonna take my right hand, hello, and I'm gonna turn it into an alligator, okay? So I know this sounds weird, but just work with me here, okay? So our alligator has a crazy jaw. Once it grabs hold of something, it's not gonna let go, all right? So here we go. Here's our alligator hand. It's gonna go into the loop that we've made, and then it's going to grab hold of the tail end of the yarn. So, there it is, all right? So now it is not gonna let go of this yarn. Okay, so now with our left hand, I'm gonna grab hold of the yarn that's attached to my ball of yarn here. So here it is, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna pull down while my alligator is holding on to the tail end of the yarn, okay? So here we go, I'm gonna pull down and bam! Now, if we take a look at our alligator, look what's in its jaw. It is a slip knot, ta-da! So a cool thing about slip knots is that they are adjustable. What that means is you can grab onto the knot part of your slip knot and pull on your tail end of the yarn, and you can see it gets smaller and smaller. Now it's like a super baby slip knot. Or you can grab your slip knot and just pull and make it really big, right? So you can go small and you can go big as you like. So now if you want to slip your slip knot onto a needle, you can just put it on and grab hold of your slip knot and just tighten it up onto your needle. If you don't like your slip knot, you can just take two ends of your yarn and pull it, and poof, it's gone, it's disappeared, it's magic, and you can make yourself a new slip knot. Recap, measure about 10 or 12 inches down from your tail end of your yarn, and then you'll make a little loop like this. Then you're gonna take your alligator hand, go into the loop like this, grab hold of the tail end of your yarn and hold it tight. Then you're gonna take your left hand, grab the yarn that's attached to your ball of yarn, pull down, and blammo, you've got yourself a little slip knot. So there you go, that's how you make a slip knot with your hand slash.
One of the simplest and most versatile knots in rigging would be the common slip knot. Now, I'll start the slip knot by making a loop and passing a bite through the loop. Now that's a directional slip knot in that loaded this way, it will bind, but if it happens to be loaded from this way, it will slip out. Now, one way I like to use this directional slip knot is during a lowering operation. If we have a block set in the tree and I want to pull the rope up, I can estimate how far below the block the climber is. At this point, they're about 10 feet below, so I can measure out 5, 10 feet and tie a directional slip knot by making a loop and passing a bite through it. As I mentioned, directional, so when it hits the block, it will not pull out. And now I can pull this up to the climber, and they'll be able to grab it, pull on the tail, and pull the slip knot out.